Israel's national security advisor says he expects military operations to continue in Gaza until the end of the year. That's about 7 more months. The Israeli government had previously signaled that entering Rafah would be the final stage of its war against Hamas, which attacked Israel on October 7th. Israel's national...
And listen, I served in the Senate with Kamala. I know her well. Joe Biden was hapless, and he was a puppet who was moved by left-wing forces controlling his administration. Kamala's a true believer. She believes this stuff. And you want to see an illustration of that? Look at today. Today, Prime Minister Netanyahu addressed the joint session of Congress. I was there for the speech. I sat down and spent 40 minutes with Prime Minister Netanyahu one-on-one right after the speech. Democrats in both the Senate and House, dozens of Democrats boycotted the speech, including Kamala Harris. She's the vice president. She's supposed to sit right behind him during the speech. And she's the presumptive Democrat nominee. And she said, I will not attend. She believes in this. You want to look at the anti-Semitic, anti-Israel radical front in the Democrat Party. Kamala Harris embodies it. And I got to say, for every down ticket Democrat, I've encouraged Colin Allred, my Democrat opponent in Texas, you ought to campaign with border czar Kamala Harris. Come down to the Rio Grande Valley, defend 11.5 million people invading this country. We got to make it about their records, because their record has been disastrous for this country.
I learned myself. I had a brother, Fred, great guy, best looking guy, best personality, much better than mine. But he had a problem. He had a problem with alcohol. And he would tell me, don't drink, don't drink. He was substantially older, and I listened to him and I respected, but he would constantly tell me, don't drink. He'd also add, don't smoke. But he would say it over and over and over again. And to this day, I've never had a drink. And I have no longing for it. I have no interest in it. To this day, I've never had a cigarette. I had somebody that guided me, and he had a very, very, very tough life because of alcohol, believe me. The fact is, if we can teach young people, and people generally, not to start, it's really, really easy not to take them.
The leader of Hamas's political wing, Ismail Haniyeh, has been killed in a strike in the Iranian capital of Tehran. One of his bodyguards was also killed in the strike. Joining us live with more analysis is Australia's former ambassador to Lebanon, Ian Palmyra. Ian, really appreciate your time. Thank you. Is there any doubt in your mind that Israel's behind that assassination, and why do you think it's happened now?
I think there can be very little doubt that it's Israel that was responsible. Israel has said for quite some time that it is targeting Ismail Haniyeh as the overall political leader of Hamas, as part of its effort to eradicate Hamas completely in the Gaza Strip, and as a force that could affect Israel. The point of it